Hey guys, look, it's Yoshi. We're kind of like see-through black Yoshi. You know, guys, I got nothing. Yoshi's got nothing to do with indie games at all. Hey everybody, you know, at this time of the year, I know everybody's going over their game of the year stuff, but you know, it's kind of played out, isn't it? Like at this point, it's like, yada yada, we all know what the good games are during the year. Do we really need to argue about which one's like slightly better? Which one's at number 2? Which one's at number 3? No. I want to do something a little bit different this year. That's why we're going to take a look at 10 overlooked indie games that came out in 2020. Now there are a couple of rules here. It has to be an indie game. It has to be a game that seems like it's kind of struggling on Steam. I also want to remind you that the Steam sale is still going on right now for the holidays, and I will be talking about what these games actually cost right now while the sale is going on. But all right, let's jump into it. Number 10 is Jetboard Joust. In Jetboard Joust, you play as a guy on a little, jetboard, and he flies around shooting all kinds of different bugs and creatures and thugs and whatever else that comes his way. It's a cool retro throwback style game that wears its inspirations on its sleeve, but it does sprinkle in some of those roguelike elements in there, like a nice fine seasoning. The game came out back in October and has a very paltry 13 reviews last I looked. Whew. This game deserves a lot more attention, guys, so go check it out. It's currently only $7.99 on Steam with the current holiday sale going, but the normal price is about $10. Even at $10, if you're into this style of arcade game with a little bit of the roguelike style mixed in, I think you will really, really enjoy it. The next game I have on the list is Radical Rabbit Stew. It's another retro style game that does an excellent job at recreating the 16-bit style. In fact, I think it's the most accurate I've seen in a while. Many games try to tout this style, retro throwback here, blah blah blah, but this legitimately looks like they went out of their way to make it look like it would fit in with the games of that time. And not only does it look the part, but it feels the part too, because it creates a really, really unique universe where you play as a chef trying to bat rabbits into these different pots to cook them, and it's a great action puzzle game. The game came back out in July and only has around 30 reviews, which is criminal in my opinion. And right now on Steam you can get it for $3.99. It's 75% off, so guys, go check this one out because it's a lot of fun. Next up we have Mask of Mists. This is a really fun third-person dungeon crawling, puzzle solving action game. While I feel like the combat is a little bit limiting in the game, the rest of the game is great. The world is vibrant and fun to explore, and the puzzles are awesome. The game came out back in April and only has about 60 reviews. Again, another game that needs a bit more attention. Right now it's $7.49 on Steam. It's half off. I recommend this one. It was a lot of fun. Next up we have Batberrion, Testament of the Primordials. Batberrion is a 2D platforming Metroidvania style game where you play as a barbarian who has a pet bat that helps you get through different rooms by solving puzzles with the bat. The game is pretty challenging, offers a lot of cool places to explore and a lot of really interesting and weird monsters to fight too. This is definitely a game I felt was overlooked because when it came out I felt like I was the only one covering it and talking about it. The game came out back in October and has less than 100 reviews on Steam. Currently it's $13.99 on Steam, down from $20. I definitely recommend checking out this one for anybody out there who is a Metroidvania fan and is looking for something a little bit different. The next game on the list is Round Guard. Now Round Guard came out all the way back in March, and it's quite possible that this game is doing pretty good on other platforms. However, we're covering Steam platform only. And as of right now, on Steam, this game only has about 150 reviews. And for how cool this game is, that is, again, criminal. So you play in a fantasy world with a group of warriors, and this game is basically Peggle. If you haven't played Peggle, it is a game where you shoot a ball and it hits pegs, and you gain points based on how many pegs you shoot and hit in the same turn. But what Round Guard does is it takes the Peggle formula, turns it into a roguelike fantasy adventure that's a ton of fun. You take out enemies, you play mini games, you take out huge bosses. It's a great little game. The game is currently $9.99 on Steam, down from $19.99, so 50% off. I definitely recommend checking this one out when you get the chance. Next up we have The Almost Gone. I'm a point-and-click adventure fan like anybody else out there. But I gotta say, in this day and age, I feel like they're a little bit stale. Sometimes there's just so much talking and clutter, and combining of items on screen is just weird. Like, why does this plunger connect to bubblegum to pull this piece of thing off this? I don't know, but it never really makes sense, and I'm just kind of over that. Well, the Almost Gone is kind of a streamlined point-and-click adventure. You're actually looking at everything you do through these dioramas, and you could spin the dioramas around and solve puzzles just by going to different rooms, spinning them around, and finding the right combination. I had the privilege of playing through this whole game on the channel, so if you're interested in seeing me play through the whole thing, you can do that. But as of right now, I recommend you check this out for yourself because it's only $4.99 on Steam, and there's a free demo in case you're not convinced. But guys, check this one out. It deserves more attention. It's only got about 160 reviews on Steam, and man, it deserves much more love. Next up, we have Offroad Mania. In Offroad Mania, you play as a guy driving a car over different obstacles and collecting trophies to get to the finish line. That's literally all it is. It's a very abstract game, and it's really, really fun. The game came out back in February, and it's currently $3.49 on Steam, but it's normally $5, so $5 is a small entry fee to get into this, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Next up, we have Filament. Filament. You guys know me, I like a good puzzle game every now and then, and Filament is a good puzzle game. In fact, I might even say it's a great puzzle game. A great puzzle game that deserves a lot more attention because it's only got about 300 reviews on Steam. So basically the story goes, you play as an astronaut that is boarding this spaceship to see what is going on, and you find yourself solving all kinds of crazy puzzles just to figure out what is going on the space station. If you like a good puzzle game and a challenge, I definitely recommend Filament. It's $9.85 right now on Steam, down from $16.99. $10 for a really good puzzle game, guys, is not much to ask, and this one is pretty damn good. Next up we have Kill It With Fire. I love Kill It With Fire. In this game, you use all kinds of different weapons to kill spiders and eventually get yourself to the end level where, okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I will tell you I played through this whole game on the channel. So if you're interested in checking it out and watching me play through the whole game, you can do that. But you'll use flamethrowers, explosives, rocket launchers, all kinds of different stuff to take these spiders out, and it is a ton of fun. The game came out in August, only has about 560 reviews on Steam, and deserves so much more attention because the team even continually updates it. There's a holiday update for it available right now. It's only $8.99 on Steam right now, normally $14.99, and well worth the price of admission if you just want to kill some spiders and have some fun. And the last game I have on the list here is Quantum League. Now, Quantum League is a more unique game on this list because not only does it have more reviews than all the other games, it has close to 900 reviews, but it's also in early access and it's the only multiplayer game I picked. Why did I pick it? Because it's so damn unique. In the game, it's basically you against another person, 3 rounds where you travel through time. That's right, you travel through time. Your main goal usually is to capture a node, and you could use all 3 of your characters. You could treat them as lives to capture this node. So for example, on your first life, you'll start, run towards the node, and try to take out the other guy. But of course, all of your actions are going to reflect what happens in the next round. Then on your second life, what you're going to do is try to take out the other guy and the first guy, and also capture the node without getting killed. So by the time you get to the third life, you're going to be in a whole mess of bullets flying at you. You got to dodge where somebody else is throwing a grenade. It gets crazy just trying to capture that node and remember where things are at. Anyway, even though this game has a lot more reviews, you can tell it's a game that needs a lot more people on board to keep it alive because it's a multiplayer game. At the moment, it's only $5 on Steam, normally $20. I definitely recommend this one. I hope it survives because it is a very unique game and deserves to have an audience playing it. Well, there you go, guys. That is my list of 10 overlooked indie games that you can get on Steam right now that came out this year. And man, that is a good crop of games, I gotta say. If you're interested in picking up any of these games or checking them out, in the description I have links to all of them on Steam, and you can also click up here, somewhere up here, and I have a link to a playlist with all of my reviews and play videos for all of these games. Well, there you go, everybody. I'm RC. I'm signing off for 2020. I hope everybody is safe, happy, doing okay, considering this tumultuous year we've had. and I look forward to 2021 with all the games and other things going on in my life. So I hope you are too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.